I'm a procrastinator. That's what I used to tell myself. That's what I used to tell everyone in my high school. I used to be like, oh, I'm just a procrastinator, and not even thinking about the consequences of my actions and my belief on myself. I wouldn't believe that my actions today would have consequences in the future. I would just live today, hope that I get to play a video game and I get to have fun with my friends. I wouldn't worry about tomorrow's assignment or tomorrow's project or essay or none of that. I'll just be a procrastinator. And that built horrible habits into my life. I was never studying. I couldn't focus. I was not doing any of my assignments. I was just living every day to be comfortable and to have fun. And now that I'm realizing it, I wasn't realizing this in the past. Now that I'm realizing it, I was just setting my future self up for failure. I wasn't developing any good habits, and I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. And that's a huge issue we have. We're not we're not wired to really think about what we want tomorrow because we only live in today. But back to the procrastination, I would have these ideas that would form around the identity of procrastinator. So I would have the idea of, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Oh, Alyssa has the homework answer, so I could just copy her and it'll be easy for me. I'll just have the answers and that's it. Or like I would just have so much anxiety and stress the day of a huge assignment being done. Like I'll have an essay due fourth period and I'll be writing that shit in homeroom. Like bugging out. It was just bad habits building on top of each other. And it was making me feel like doubtful of myself. I failed a few classes. It was not fun. I went to summer school because of my habits. And I had to learn that lesson the hard way. And I hope that you guys don't have to go through that to learn the lesson. Hopefully you learn from other people's mistakes instead of learning from yourself. But I believe the best lesson is experience. Like you just have to experience it to learn, and that's what it is. But it's always better to learn from others' mistakes. But if you're hard-headed like me, you just got to go through summer school to really think about like, damn, I really need to like be on my shit, be on my stuff. The reason I bring up this is because I want us to think about the identity that you attach to yourself to. You have to think about the words that you are choosing to tell yourself. If you are telling yourself you cannot do something, you will not do it. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it. You need to start loving yourself, choosing words that give you strength and encourage you to be better. And this is all about like really self-mastery and self-love. You have to think about what beliefs you have in your head, because our reality is driven by the invisible forces of our emotions and our beliefs. If we believe something, it's so hard to break out of that. Like it's like our beliefs are a box, bro. And you have to really think about, what are you feeding your brain? What are you feeding to yourself? Are you feeding yourself encouragement, or are you feeding yourself doubt and shame? We need to think about the vibrations that we live on as well. Like if you're vibrating on a hate and anger level of emotional being, like you're just gonna be living in that horrible vibration, and you're just gonna feel it. It's not gonna be a good feeling. You're gonna feel sad. You're gonna feel depressed. You're gonna feel like the world is against you. Like nothing can ever go your way. But we have the power to change our identity just by believing. And that sounds like delusion, But I believe that everything is a little self delusion. Like, if you want to be better, you have to like delude yourself into believing that you are better than what you are now. Because if you don't believe that you can be better in the future, you will not work to become the better version of yourself. If you believe that there's no hope for you, then you're not going to work hard. Like, a positive belief that I set upon myself is that I want to be able to take care of myself so that I can take care of others. And that's driven me to become more emotionally intelligent. It's driven me to be more physically strong and have more, how can I say, more resilience to stress. I see that a lot of people around me, they always say that I have this aura of like certainty and confidence. And it's something that I've been working on myself because I really want to become that confident person who can help a situation and alleviate stress from other people and help people become less stressed and anxious. I want to be able to help people. A lot of our thoughts like literally shape our reality. So if you're thinking that, oh my God, this job is so stressful, this job is so hard, like I can't do it, I can't juggle this job and my fitness and my diet and all of this, then you won't be able to do it. So what are you telling yourself? The challenge I want you to think about today is, what ideas are you telling yourself that are hindering you from being the best version of yourself? And when did you form this? Did you form it while you were in high school? When you were in middle school? Now I want to talk about choosing an identity. You have to pick an identity that most people will find difficult to have or be. What do I mean by that? You want to be disciplined. So you have to challenge yourself to do things when you don't want to do it. It doesn't matter if you don't want to go to the gym today. You have to go to the gym today because you're disciplined to go to the gym and get the results that you want to get over time. But it's hard to really be consistent, you know? It's hard because as humans, we're wired to just want everything now. We want entertainment now. We want DoorDash now. We want our food now. We want all everything. Every reward that we work towards, we want it now. And we're just wired that way. Like, we would rather have $1 today than have $2 in a year from now. Like, you're thinking to yourself, $2 in a year, that's nothing. It's not even worth waiting a year for $2 when I can have $1 right now. And that mindset is literally what is stopping you from being consistent. I like to adopt the mindset that I've learned from studying monks in India. So they have this practice where they believe that when you wake up tomorrow, you are a different person. You're this person that I am today is not the same person that's going to wake up tomorrow. So when I go to sleep tonight, that's it. My job for today, the life that I live today is all I lived. And then tomorrow, it's a whole different person living my life. And what these monks were talking about and teaching is to be more of a custodian of your life. What is a custodian? It's someone who upkeeps or maintains sanitary conditions or whatever, like making sure everything is good in its place and maintaining it, right? So when you live your life today, you should be thinking about tomorrow version of yourself. We have the habit of just thinking to ourselves, oh, I'll just do it later. Oh, I'll do my laundry later. I'll do my homework later. I'll mow my lawn tomorrow. And all we're doing is just making it harder for the person who comes tomorrow. Like, that person is going to have to deal with all the struggles that we didn't want to choose to do today. We chose comfort over uncomfortability over and over again. And I believe that our life right now is the inheritance of all the actions of our past self. So all the actions that your past version of yourself has done, all accumulated into what is now. So if they didn't set you up for today, you're feeling that. You're not feeling abundant. You're not feeling successful because the person in the past set you up for failure. He never set you up for success. Or she, sorry. They were just being selfish. They were thinking about themselves, just, oh, today, today, today. They were not thinking about tomorrow. They were not thinking about the future at all. And it's easy to just, like I said, we're wired to just think this way. We're not wired to think about what can happen a year from now because all we experience is today. And I really want you guys to think about that. When we're living today, what can you do to make the person who wakes up tomorrow's life easier? You have to realize that all you have is the present moment. You don't have tomorrow, you don't have yesterday, you have now. You have the power to change and take action now. And that's all you can do. There's no manipulating the future, there's no manipulating the past. There's a lot of stuff that when we're living our life today, we just want to be comfortable. We don't want to face challenges. We don't want to face uncertainty. But that is ultimately is what is setting us up for failure.